Alright, what's up you guys? I am here with the 2005 Pay-Per-View Rewind box set. So I never did a full review on this set, but yeah, fantastic little piece in the collection. I really wish they would have done this more often. At least in the US, we didn't get many of these. I know other places in the world, they got pay-per-view box sets similar to this, like little cases to hold them in and stuff. But yeah, in terms of this, we got 2005 and 2003. So, man. But yeah, this is the 2005 Pay-Per-View Rewind. You have the spinner belt. You have your side plates. You have your backing. You have all the pay-per-view logos, which is cool. Yeah, this is a nice little set. I've always liked this. And yeah, basically it just houses your 2005 pay-per-views. You do have to be a little careful. A little flimsy, but I'll show you the bottom here. Probably not much of anything. But yeah, this is a great set. And yeah, you have all your pay-per-views. And yeah, so let's get started. First, you have New Year's Revolution in Puerto Rico. Little tabs. I think I replaced the case for this one. So, yeah, this one came a little damaged. But yeah, New Year's Revolution, you have the chamber match involving the storyline with Evolution, Kane versus Snitsky, Shelton Benjamin and Maven. I gotta say, I do love Maven. I do. I'm on the Maven train ever since he started his YouTube channel. Muhammad Hassan versus Jerry Lawler. Yeah, kind of a strange pay-per-view, but was this Maven's final pay-per-view appearance? Let me know. Then we have Royal Rumble 2005. Undertaker and Heidenreich in the casket match. Randy Orton versus Triple H. JBL, Kurt Angle, and Big Show. And yeah, this was back when they would list all the entrants. It was kind of like a spoiler. But, yeah, some extras. Then we have No Way Out 2005. You have JBL and Big Show in the barbed wire steel cage. John Cena and Kurt Angle. Booker T and Heidenreich. The Bashams versus Ray and Eddie. That's a good match. I was always a big fan of the Bashams. And then you have your insert there. And then WrestleMania 21. So I have two WrestleMania 21 copies. This is my original one. I just put it in here. So yeah, this is my original WrestleMania 21. It's not in the best shape. I would have been like 10 years old when I got this originally. But yeah, John Cena, JBL, Batista, Triple H, Undertaker, Randy Orton. One of my favorite matches, Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 21. It's one of my all-time favorites. So yeah, first ever Money in the Bank. You know how it is. I don't really have to go over that too much. And then we have Backlash 2005. Pretty cool cover. So you have Batista, Triple H, Shelton Benjamin, Chris Jericho, Chris Benoit versus Edge, Last Man Standing. Yeah, good little pay-per-view. Shawn Michaels and Hogan teaming together. So, good stuff there. I've already done the 2005 pay-per-view collection, so yeah, I'm just kind of skimming through this. You've all seen it all already. So I thank you for watching the rehash. But yeah, we've already gone through all of this on the channel. Judgment Day, you have JBL versus Cena. Big Show, Carlito, Booker T, Kurt Angle. Paul London versus Chavo. I was always a big Paul London fan too. But yeah, cool little insert there. You can see the extras. Yeah, pause the video at any time. You can see all the extras. I'm not going to list everything. We'd be here forever. ECW One Night Stand, 6/12/05. Lance Storm and Jericho. Tommy Dreamer and Sandman versus the Dudleys. Eddie Guerrero and Benoit. Yeah. Rey Mysterio and Psychosis. I'll never complain when we see Rey Mysterio and Psychosis in the ring together. And we have Vengeance. Triple H and Batista, Hell in a Cell. John Cena, Christian, and Chris Jericho. Kane versus Edge. Shawn versus Kurt again. Then we have the Great American Bash. Tori Wilson again. Second year in a row she was on the cover. Batista and Triple H, or not Triple H, good lord. Batista and JBL. Orlando Jordan and Benoit. Undertaker and Muhammad Hassan. Yeah, that's a rough one. Rey Mysterio and Eddie. Dominic's real father, Eddie Guerrero. This is when The Secret came out. Then we got SummerSlam. Of course, Shawn Michaels and Hulk Hogan. Phenomenal little performance. It's a funny match to watch. I will say that. It's funny. Rey Mysterio and Eddie. Custody of Dominic. Batista and JBL. Matt Hardy and Edge. Undertaker, Randy Orton. Eugene and Kurt Angle, of all things. Yeah, good old Nick Densmore, man. Eugene was an insult to his career. But hey, it is what it is. Then we have Unforgiven, Kurt Angle versus John Cena for the WWE belt. Carlito and Ric Flair, Matt Hardy and Edge, the steel cage match. Shawn Michaels and Chris Masters. Trish Stratus versus Ashley. Good old Ashley. Damn it. Yeah, her death was sad. I was always a big Ashley fan. And we have No Mercy. Eddie Guerrero's final pay-per-view appearance versus Batista. This has always been one of my favorite covers. That's beautiful. And yeah, this was during the brand split. So yeah, you know, this was Raw. We have SmackDown. And then the big four were the tri-branded pay-per-views. Not tri, double. ECW wasn't around yet. So yeah, double-branded pay-per-views. But yeah, Batista and Eddie, man. Damn. Undertaker and Randy Orton, casket match. Handicap with Cowboy Bob Orton. Fatal four-way for the U.S. belt. Chris Benoit, Booker T, Christian, and Orlando Jordan. Rey Mysterio versus JBL. Nunzio versus Juventud. Hardcore Holly and Mr. Kennedy. That's a famous one. Good old Hardcore Holly. And yeah, I was always a big Mr. Kennedy fan. It's unfortunate how all that went down. Oh, Bobby Lashley versus Simon Dean. That's a barn burner. And Legion of Doom. Damn. Sometimes I forget Legion of Doom. In 2005. Good lord. Easily forgettable. Then we have Taboo Tuesday. Eric Bischoff's ready for his abuse, I guess. Silencing. But yeah, we had Ric Flair and Triple H in a great steel cage match. Mankind and Carlito. Eugene and Jimmy Snuka. Jimmy Snuka versus Rob Conway and Tyson Tomko. I need to go back and watch some of these. Good God. And then, yeah, John Cena, Kurt Angle, and Shawn Michaels for the belt triple threat. And then we have Survivor Series. Great cover. The beginning of the end. Yeah, we had Team Raw versus Team SmackDown with Teddy Long and Bischoff. John Cena and Kurt Angle. Special guest Daivari. Ric Flair versus Triple H in the Last Man Standing. That's a great one. Chris Benoit and Booker T in their Best of 7 series. I wish they would do that more. I really like the Best of 7. I think Cesaro and Sheamus did that too. That was a long time ago now, wasn't it? But yeah, Eric Bischoff versus Theodore Long. And then Trish versus Melina. And yeah, this is the famous one where Matt Hardy didn't saw The Undertaker coming back and he got in trouble. And then finally we have Armageddon. Terrible cover. Good God. Absolutely good. Yeah. Terrible cover. Hell in a Cell. Undertaker and Randy Orton. Batista and Rey Mysterio versus Kane and Big Show. Benoit versus Booker T in match 4 of the 7 series. So it's good they got some pay-per-view matches in there. Can't complain with Booker T and Chris Benoit. Matt Hardy and JBL, the Mexicools versus Eminem, and Juventud versus Kid Cash. Good old Kid Cash, man. Yeah, I missed the Cruiserweight belt back then. I love me some WCW Cruiserweight. And then, you know, early 2000s Cruiserweight with WWE. So yeah, that'll about do it, won't it? There's the inside of the box. There has to be an easier way to do this. We're going to do it like this. But yeah, great set. You know, it's not terribly expensive. But, yeah, you can find it still. Go on eBay. Some sites on, you know, some groups in Facebook. And, yeah, definitely pick this set up because it is a beauty. Make sure to take care of it. A little flimsy. But, oh, there we go. There you have it. The 2005 Pay-Per-View Rewind box set. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. For now, peace out.